Hey fashion lovers, welcome to the Fashion Try-On. If you want to support our channel, please be sure to like and subscribe. And if you like any of the items you see, be sure to check the description for links and discounts. Today we are unboxing the Louis Vuitton Takashi Murakami Multicolor BB Bandeau. Now I picked this up in the black colorway, but it also comes in a white colorway. Now, first up, before we do dive in, let's take a look at this wonderful bag. So this is one of the bags from the collection, and on the one side you have the panda, and on the other you have the onion head. This is my favorite size because I think it's just versatile and reusable. Now, inside there you do have the 20th anniversary sticker, which I think is a really cute touch. It has it on both sides. So in any case, we will be saving this, we will be using it, and we might even be recycling it to make it into a more, keepable bag. Now, onto our packaging. We did not get a special box, but we did get the onion head. It looks like the Dizzy onion head, right? Like, he's a little confused, opposed to the other one, which I think is a little bit cuter. But in any case, let's go ahead and dive in. When we do flip around our tag here, we will see that we have the monogram in the multicolor colorway on the back, which I think is a really cute addition. So we'll put that to the side and then we will dive in. Alrighty. Dun, da, da, da. Let's see the moment of truth. Okay, so we do have the normal tissue paper, but I think it's actually a prettier tissue paper than most because sometimes I've seen it without even this embossing. So at least this is like next level. And then we have our bandeau. All right, so this is the thinner bandeau. They do come out with a thicker bandeau, which is kind of like double of this size. Maybe that's why it's called the BB bandeau. So just keep that in mind that this one is going to be smaller or like less wide. I do think it is a little bit smaller in length as well. So it feels like a little bit more manageable. I think with the thicker bandeau, which we've unboxed on the Fashion Try-On before, it's more suited for if you want to wear it as a neck scarf, and then this one is a little bit more manageable for a twilly. Now, I will be cutting this off because we are definitely going to wrap this around our bag, and you don't want this piece like dangling off of your bag. I might keep this Louis Vuitton Murakami on there just for, for novelty purposes so that I can see it. But if you're, if you really don't want any of that, you can just detach it all right there. Otherwise, it tells you to cut it right here, but I would just take a seam ripper and just remove those 4 stitches. Alrighty, now let's talk about the print for a sec. So the print on the entire bandeau on one side does not have the LV. So you'll see like that's just the floral side in all of the different floral patterns. The floral, I think it's called flower gram. Now on this side, you do have the LV. So I think that's a really subtle design choice, which I didn't really notice right away and definitely not in the promos. So even though this is a, uniform piece where it's, the print is all the same and it looks the same essence on both sides, you don't have a different background or anything, you do still get 2 different ways to style it. Now, the monogram has 31 different colors, and I think you probably get all 31 here. It's pretty colorful. On one end, you do have Louis Vuitton written on both sides, so I think that's a really good balance that you're not gonna have both with Louis Vuitton. It will feel, mismatched in one way or another. And then of course, all of the colors are different. So you have all of the different combinations based on which, color you want to showcase. If you want the pink, you use that side. If you want more of like the red and yellow, that one, etc. Awesome. Let's go ahead and try this on our Alma BB. Alrighty, so of course, with any of these pieces, you can wear them however you like. You can wear it as a neck scarf, you can wear it on your bag, you can tie it in a cute little bow right here. Let's go ahead and try that out. Or you can wrap it around like a twilly. You can use this one as a belt because it's really thin. Like any way that you want to use this, use it. You can tie it in your hair as like a bow. This looks pretty bad. Let me fix this. So I know that, if you go to the Louis store, they can also show you exactly how to use it and make it, tie in a really beautiful way. But there you go. That's one version, right? And imagine this was in your hair as well. That is how they've showcased this online. So I think that's pretty darn cute. Okie doke, let's go ahead and try it on as a twilly. So I have not yet mastered the way of wrapping a twilly, but we're gonna attempt it together. So what I like to do is I like to hold up the handle and then wrap this first. Sometimes I'll tie a knot just to keep it in place. Sometimes I will tuck it into the silver piece right there, just so it stays even more in place, like right through here. But for now, let's keep it on the outside because I kind of like how that's starting to look. All right, so now we're gonna wrap. So we're gonna go and weave, and we're gonna make sure that like the point where we are looks pretty. You do have a lot of colors to work with, but the way that you kind of overlap, you can position them how you want, right? And like based on how tight you're gonna wrap it, etc., you'll see different colors and things like that. So let's go ahead and thread and thread and thread. And what you're starting to see is that the handle kind of gets a little muted. Like you're not gonna see all of this print. So if you were concerned with it being like too overwhelming, don't worry. All right, so now we're almost done with it. And we've got like the good top handle so far. Let's go ahead and wrap this little piece at the bottom. So the same way we put a knot there, we're just gonna put a knot at the bottom here too. So we're just gonna go up and through, and the tag is going to get in the way, so just make sure you pull it through. And when we do that, this is how it's going to end up looking. Alrighty, so that is our bag, and we are ready to go. Now, some people like to get 2 of these and put them on either side, but I like the lopsidedness. I like it just having one, and that's it. It just gives like a little cute pop of color. You can wear this side in or this side out, and wonderful. I really like it. See how this kind of dangles out? You're definitely just gonna want to cut that off or position it this way. So let's see. Yeah, just rotate it, and maybe this one will thread through here because it is the other side, and I'll just show you what that looks like. Whoops. That tag wants to be a little difficult. So see how it like kind of tucks it in there? It keeps it in place. So I like to do that. And there we go. Now keep in mind that a lot of folks think like doing this with your scarf is gonna quote unquote ruin the scarf. You are going to have some imprinting with this, right? So just keep that in mind, that if you don't want the scarf to be wrinkly, don't use it this way. Use it as a bow, use it in your hair, use it as a scarf, use it as like a neck scarf or, a different adornment. But it really is so versatile, and it's one of the most economical pieces in the collection. I believe it was $230. So if you do love this print, but you're not willing to fork over, more substantial funds for a really small leather good or something, this kind of gives you a lot of bang for your buck. That's all we have for you today. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe.